this is called open carry. You know why it's called open carry? Exactly. So we want to practice it the right way and the safe way every single time. Love you.
Love you.
Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Ryan Gass here at PTPGun.com, and I've been working with my 9-year-old for a couple years now when it comes to guns in general, and I'd say about 2 years now we've been working on drawing and reholstering from here and there whenever we find time, and I'm wanting to work with them more and more. They're wanting to work with me more and more. I am just now starting to work with my 5-year-old Sawyer, and this is going to be her first time doing this at all. We're using her sister's holster for her Ruger SR22, and my daughter today that I'm using, Sawyer, this is a blue gun that she's using. I don't have it with me, she's wearing it. But essentially a blue gun, for those that don't know, a blue gun is a training aid. It's a training prop. It is not a gun by any means. Definitely does kind of look like one for sure. This happens to be a blue gun of a Glock 17, a full-size double-stack 9mm semi-automatic handgun, one of the more popular ones out there. For their age, for their hand size, and all that type of stuff, I've decided to go with the Ruger SR22. Why? Because it is smaller overall. It is smaller in its overall size too for their hands. Even as a 5-year-old, even as a 9-year-old, they can get a good grip and they get their hands on that gun and have a good control on that gun. And then also when it does come time to do the live fire, it doesn't have that much recoil at all. It is still loud, and guns can be dangerous in the wrong hands without education, without supervision. But obviously, as you'll see here in a little bit, I don't just throw a gun in my daughter's hand. You know, I don't just throw a live gun in their hand, let alone a gun that is, you know, loaded, ready to go. So what I'm doing is I'm working with her today with her blue gun, her SR22 blue gun, and that allows for her to be able to make mistakes, but them not be, you know, costly mistakes. We can have, she can mistakenly point her gun at something she does not intend to shoot, and we can still treat it like a real gun and kind of enforce that and kind of be firm with her, yet there's no actual real danger there. And once she's established herself with that blue gun, once she's proven herself with that blue gun, I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Might take days, might take weeks, might take months. Once I feel that she is safe enough and proficient enough with that blue gun, and she can handle a real gun, all right, that is when I will graduate her up to a empty but a live functioning gun. All right, the actual true Ruger SR22. And then, you know, she'll keep on having to prove herself, keep on having to do different things. We'll practice different things, including loading and unloading, racking the slide, things of that nature. We'll work with those different things before, you know, we get to the range and do anything live. And just because she's practicing with an unloaded live gun doesn't mean that she's necessarily ready to use it loaded, live, ready to go. So she's got to take those baby steps up and up and up and prove herself before she'll have those more meaningful, I guess you'd say, opportunities, those more exciting and cool opportunities. Learning how to safely and effectively use guns is not all about just shooting guns. Right? There's a lot of things that add up to that moment if you want to make sure it's done right in a meaningful way. And not only that, but safely and effectively. So I'm going to be making these videos from time to time, kind of just having you all along for the journey so y'all can see what I do and how I do it with my kids. I'm not saying this is the best way. I'm not saying it's the wrong way or the right way. I'm just saying that I feel like this is going to be the best way for me to teach my kids safely and effectively. And I'm sure I'm going to be learning some lessons on the way and critiquing what I do and how I do it. I don't do classes, generally speaking, for kids. I'm not used to teaching kids. So there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve there. I've taught kids in general in the past, volunteering, doing a hunter safety course and stuff, and whatnot. but teaching kids and working with kids is not really my forte, not something I have any formal training with, let alone a lot of experience with. So let me know in the comments below what you all think about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, what I could do better. Because I'm not one of those who thinks I know it all and everything I do is perfect. I'm fully open to people's comments, concerns. I know some people are going to be totally against me doing this in any way, shape, or form. I don't really care. Your opinion is not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. It is perfectly moral and ethical and legal. It is done in a very safe manner, as you're going to be seeing me do. And yeah, let me know what you guys do with your kids when it comes to firearms. What age did you start them with? She doesn't have as much experience as her 9-year-old sister, obviously. She's only 5. She turns 6 this coming September. But she has shotguns, whether she remembers or not. The first time she ever shot a handgun at all, she was, I think, about a month or 2 shy of her 2nd birthday. She shot a a Glock 44. It's a 22 caliber, single stack, semi-automatic 22 handgun. And obviously, because of her age and the size of the gun compared to her hand, I used the phrase "she shot the gun." I use that kind of loosely, more or less. I had control of the gun. I had 2 hands on the gun. She had, I believe, 2 hands on the gun, maybe 1. But I more or less shot the gun, but it was kind of in her hands as well, and she was along for the ride. So she got to kind of feel that experience and stuff. And from what I recall, she enjoyed it pretty decently. She didn't shoot that much, maybe 5-6 rounds, just something to get her feet wet. But yeah, but I appreciate you guys. Stay safe, and these are things I'm gonna do. These videos I'm gonna do more often with both my daughters, and when he's ready, my son as well. He is what is he on? He's almost 14 months. Kind of after about a year, you're out of the whole month stage. So he's just over a year old. I think I'll probably start working with him probably a little sooner than the girls. Not necessarily because he's a boy and they're girls, but just because I'm excited to get him going with the guns, and 2, I'm sure he's going to learn a little quicker, not only seeing me do it, but also seeing his sisters do it. I know it's happened with a lot of other things, whether it be swimming. He's already swimming, as well as obviously walking and throwing and all that type of stuff. So appreciate you guys. Stay safe, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because again, we're going to have more of these videos coming out, and I want you guys along for the ride. All right, Sawyer. Hey, Sawyer, come here. Stand up on top of that for me. Face me. All right. Now, pull your shit down. Right there. So, you know what this is? Okay. It's a blue gun. Okay? This is what we use for practicing drawing and reholstering. Do you know what it means to draw a gun? No. Okay. So, I'm going to just show you and I'll explain it to you later, okay? So, I have my gun in my holster, right? When I pull it out and I point it at a target, that's called drawing my gun. And then when I put it away back in my holster, that's called reholstering. Okay? Now there's a certain way that you have to do it to be safe. Okay? So I'm going to teach you that. You understand? Now, I'm going to teach you with this to start off. The first couple days and weeks, we're going to practice with this, okay? But eventually we'll use the real thing once you're ready. We're not going to practice with the real thing until you are ready. Okay? We'll take it one step at a time. But you need to listen to me and just do what I ask you to do. If you have questions, you have to ask me. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. See? Whenever you have something to say like that, remember, you need to start using your manners and saying, yes, sir. Right?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to put this in your holster. You only touch this when I tell you. You only touch it the way I tell you to touch it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Did you hear how it clicked in there? Alright, so it doesn't just make sure it doesn't come out very easily, okay? Try to pull it out right now. Try to pull it out. Right, there you go. Alright, so we're going to practice. I'm going to show you how to do it the right way, though. Alright, because we're not going to just do it like that, okay? Alright, you ready? Alright. Don't put your hand near it. Relax, okay? Just breathe. Okay? Move this a little bit that way. Cool. Alright, so right now this is called open carry. You know why it's called open carry? Because it's out in the open. Alright? And if it was like this, it'd be called concealed carry. Okay? So, what we're going to do, just to keep it simple, is I'm just going to teach you and practice how to do this for a good long bit, okay? Maybe in a couple weeks, once you got this down pat, we'll do it from concealment, okay? Alright, so I want you to face that way and stay facing that way. Alright?
To the camera?
To that cocoa melon, you see that?
Yeah.
You're always going to face there, okay? Have your feet like this, okay? Alright. Now, what you're going to do, right? Look at me. So, actually, let me see. Let me have you this way. You're going to face this way. You're going to face that way towards the couch. I'm going to face this way towards the TV. And move this out of the way for us. Alright, so, move a little closer to me. Alright, face that way. Right now your feet like this. Go like this. Go a little farther away. Not too far. Right there. Good. Alright, now, first, I want you to watch me, right? You face that way, but you look at me and you watch me what I'm doing, okay? So, first things first, right? When I say one, right? When I say one, you put your left hand here. Do it now. Left hand. Remember, look. All right. Is that an L?
Yeah.
Or no? Or is that an L? Which one's an L?
Down.
Okay. So that's left, and if that's left, and this is right. So I don't want your right hand. I want your left hand. Here. Right? So left hand, right hand. Right? Good. Now, what I want is your thumb right there. And these fingers, relax, relax. So, face that way for right now. So, thumb right there. Those fingers wrapped around the grip right there. And yes, your finger can be there. Good. Alright? When I say one, what do you do? Hand up and hand here. Alright? Get a little higher on that grip. Good. One. And if I say two, what do you do? Yep. Good. If I say one, what do you do? All the way, yep. Keep the grip. Keep the grip. Alright. Two. One. Look, you don't have a good grip. You gotta keep a good grip. Alright. Two. One. Two. One. Nope, right back down. Make sure you get it right back in that holster. Right, that's why you don't want to take it too high up. Alright. Two. One. Now listen. Put your hands down. Alright? You gotta make sure that you take your time and you do it the right way. Okay? You don't want to you don't want to just do something just to do it. You don't want to just practice something, right? You ever heard of practice makes perfect?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that statement is wrong. Because if you just practice it and you do it the wrong way, you're going to get really good at being wrong. Okay? Do we want to be wrong or do we want to be right?
Right.
Do we want to be safe or do we want to be unsafe?
Safe.
Exactly. So we want to practice it the right way and the safe way every single time.
So,
Okay? Practice it the right way and the safe way every single times. Right? Because guns aren't dangerous, right? No. What is dangerous? People, right?
yeah.
Right? So if you're a person, right? The way that you do this decides on whether it's safe or unsafe. So we'll make sure that we do it the right way and the safe way every single time. I'd rather you do it right and safe rather than being quick. I don't care if you're quick. I want you to do it right and I want you to do it safely. Right? If you do it the right way, it's going to be safe. Right? Safety is always the main thing. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, 1, 2. 1. All right, relax. Restart, reset. Relax. Shake it out. All right. All right, relax. Let's see. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Take your time. Push it all the way down in there. See? We'll make sure we did it the right way every single time. Relax. Shake it out. Okay? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. 1, 2. Not too high. Right. No, not up. No. 1. All the way down to the clicks. Good. 2. Restart, reset, reholster. Good, good, good. You getting tired a little bit? Yeah. How much longer you want to do it?
Like one more.
All right. Great, this. Oh, you got light up shoes? I needed light up shoes. You like doing this? This is fun. This is kind of like what we did at classes. Have you seen me practice like this with adults at my classes?
Some of them.
Yeah. Maybe someday you can start practicing with us at classes. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, you could teach people. You want to be a teacher?
Yeah.
Want to teach people how to use guns responsibly and safely?
Yeah, but that's not what teacher does.
Yeah. Teachers teach different things. I'm a teacher. I just teach people how to use guns safely and responsibly, right? So I don't work out of school like your teachers. I don't teach kids like your teachers, but I teach adults, right?
But can I keep this on tomorrow?
No, no. This is only for home. Yes, sir?
So,
All right. Sometimes I'll let you do it at my classes in the future if you get good enough. Okay? But this is not something that you wear out and about, right? Not until you're of age, right? This is definitely not something you ever take to school, obviously, right? All right?
Daddy,
Yes?
how old do I have to be to have a real gun?
It depends on the laws, and it depends on what we're talking about exactly. But you could potentially, have a gun as young as 18. Depending on the state's laws where you're at, and you could be able to carry a gun as young as 18 as well. Okay?
Can I have a real gun if I'm 8?
You can have it if you're with me and I'm watching you, right?
Why?
Have you ever shot a gun with Daddy?
No.
Yeah, it's been a little while, but you've done it. Has Sissy ever shot a gun before?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to shoot guns more like Sissy does?
Yeah, because I want to hunt to learn to hunt with real guns.
You want to learn to hunt? What kind of animals do you want to hunt?
I want to do turkeys.
Turkeys? Go! I haven't been turkey hunting before. I want to go someday. You gonna take me?
But I don't know where to hunt.
We'll figure it out. We'll learn together. Okay? Alright. Let's try some more. Hands down. You don't be like that, just so you relax. Like you're at school and stuff, alright? 1. Get a good grip. Yep, good. 2. Watch that finger. Alright? No, that's another lesson I want to teach you. Look, pull the gun out, point it to your left. Point it over there. You need to be better about that. We need to treat this like it's a real gun. Is it a real gun? No. We need to treat it like it is. Now listen, that means you don't point this at anybody. Okay? And that makes, listen, that means you also don't put your finger on the trigger. Where's your finger go? Right there where it is. Point it more that way. Okay? Alright?
Right.
Okay. So watch. If I want to, even though you're in front of me, watch this. I'm going to be able to put this gun away without it pointed at you, right? Watch. Down, back, 1, restart. Good. Much better. Let's try that. Let's try practicing not pointing at each other, even though we're standing right in front of each other. Alright, watch. Pull up. Alright, now keep it pointed down. Now tilt it up. No, stop. Point it that way. Yes, sir. Get your finger up higher. You're touching the trigger right now. Listen to me. You need to slow down. You need to stop. Where is that pointed at right now? Pay attention to what you're doing. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you can't pay attention, then I won't do this with you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this something you want to do, or am I making you do it?
This is something I want to do.
Okay. If you want to do something, you can do it, but you better do it right. You better pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Especially we're talking about these. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right. We're going to practice taking the gun out of the holster and putting it away without pointing it at each other. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right. Without pointing it at me or you, put it back in your holster. Put your hands up. Right, now do it again. Take it out. Don't point it at me. And don't point it at yourself. Stop. So look. Put it away. When you did, this is what you did, right? Stop. Just watch. Put your hands down. This is what you did. Did I just point my gun at myself?
No.
I did. I pointed at my arm. That's what you did. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
So, without pointing it at me or you, any part of you, go ahead and take your gun out and point it at the TV. Alright, good. Now look. No, look at me. Get a good grip. You had a low grip. Now you got to get it right the first time, every time. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now, without pointing the gun at me or you, go ahead and put it back in your holster. Good. Because watch me. It doesn't have to be close to you. You know what I'm saying? You're doing that kind of sometimes. It doesn't have to be close to you. As long as it doesn't point at you or anybody else. Alright? See, am I pointing at me or you?
No.
No. I'm not, right? See, point over there. And put it away. So without pointing your gun at you or me, right, go ahead and take it safely out, point it at the TV. Yep. Good. Exactly. That's where I want your finger to be always. Right? What finger is that? What do you call that finger? What kind of finger is it?
I don't know.
It's your pointer finger. If you need to point at something, you point at it, right? This is not a trigger finger. This is not made to pull the trigger. It's not made to be on the trigger. That's not where it's made to be. It's made to be right there.
And then the middle finger goes on the trigger?
No. This finger does pull the trigger. Where's it going to point it at right now? You better pay attention. Yes, sir? You need to be serious with this. I'm telling you, I'll stop doing this with you if you cannot pay attention to what you're doing. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, this finger does pull the trigger sometimes. Alright? But that's not where it goes. It only goes there sometimes. Alright? When you drink a drink, stay right there. Does this when I drink a drink, is that how I drink it, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright? But does my mouth always go there?
No.
When does my mouth go on the bottle or the cup? When you're actually going to sip it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright? Until then, I'm just holding my hand or it's my cup holder. But when I'm ready to drink from the cup, that's when I actually put the cup to my mouth. And then when I'm done, what do? Take it off, right?
Mm.
Are you... Do you need to pull the trigger right now?
No.
No. So unless you're going to pull the trigger, don't touch it. Right? I want you to have it right where you have it right now. Right? Without pointing at me or you, go ahead and put your gun back in your holster. Right. I want you to get used to using that and wearing that. So, I don't want you to pull the gun out at all. But you're going to leave the holster on and get used to wearing it and walk around the house and stuff. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go enjoy the rest of your night. We're going to be done practicing, okay? Tonight we're done practicing. Because we don't want to do it too much, all right? Do a little bit at a time, all right? We do it a couple times a week, okay? And then eventually, once I think you're ready, we will upgrade from there. We'll start with this for a while, right? And then once I think you're ready, we'll use a real gun, but empty, right? And then once I think you're ready to, use it with live ammunition and shoot, we will do that. But I'll always be right there with you.
Okay.
And you need to always listen. You need to always say yes, sir. You need to ask questions if you're not sure. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But do not pull that gun out of that holster. Do not take it out of the holster at all unless I tell you.
Okay.
Yes, sir?
So.
All right. Go. Look, when you're teaching your kids, you gotta try to be patient. I know that myself, I lack patience a lot in general, but you gotta be extra patient with them. If you want them to like it, if you want them to enjoy it, then you need to relax as much as you can and try to get through it without showing some of that frustration, because if all it does is provide you frustration and you show that to them and then they start getting frustrated themselves and it's not fun for them anymore, and then you're kind of dragging them into it, and then it's just button heads and stuff. So I'm trying to, with this child, I butt heads a little bit with from time to time. So I'm trying to make sure that we don't butt heads when it comes to this. I'm trying to make it an enjoyable experience for both of us, as well as obviously a beneficial learning experience. So yeah, just breathe, take your time, and again, if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button and comment below. Let me know about your experiences with training your kids. What techniques did you use? What training aids or training props did you use? What age did you start doing certain things? Because it's all helpful information. So appreciate you guys. Stay safe and see you guys with a future video. I'm probably going to try to do one of these, give or take, every week.